Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net, and it is Friday, the 28th of March. Thanks again for watching. Just a reminder that, as always, the site's kept free of charge because you keep coming back and using it, basically, and that means that we can put more adverts in front of you, which generates more revenue, which means we can add more videos and keeps us all free of charge, and everybody's happy. So, thanks for spreading the word about us. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at WXWeb. So, it's time for our weekly look ahead. The JMA is available. This is the week 1 500 millibar height anomalies. So, this is actually taken us forwards to next Thursday. So, when's that going to be? I've got to work out my dates, really, haven't I? That'll be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So that's going to be the 3rd of April. And what this is showing us here is the trough out towards the southwest of the British Isles with the ridge there, look, across most of the country. The high centred up towards the north here, low pressure out towards the west. And what it's trying to do is just indicate this southeasterly flow, which indeed is what we're going to see through the next week. So, excuse me, the most unsettled of the conditions towards northern and western areas. Excuse me again. That's why Gary's been doing the last few days, by the way, because I've managed to pick up this dodgy throat. But anyway, most of the rain out towards the west. It's trying to pick up on the idea of the dry weather north and east. So, into week 2. And a bit of a change of circulation. So, this is running us from the 5th through to the 11th of April. And what this is hinting at, you notice that the trough idea is gone and the high is split too. So we've got a central high, the normal heights up towards the northwest, another down towards the south here. And what this does is it takes us more into a cold situation. So there's a trough out here in the Atlantic, and then we've got a weak ridge, and we've got a trough out here in Europe. So we've got low here, and the circulation is going to be rotating around that. Now what this would hint at is that probably Scotland, Northern Ireland, probably northern parts of England, tend to stay under the influence of that high pressure, at least early on in the week, but more southern areas still under the influence of the trough, which may actually become stuck across the southern half of the UK. So, still bringing in the threat of some showers, again, particularly during the first part of the week. Now, if we just look at the CFS for the same timings, this is week 1 to the 3rd of April, and here's our trough look out towards the west. There's the high up towards the north, and this basically is exactly the same pattern that we've just seen. Now, into week 2, it does show the effect of this high being split off. One here, low here, look, with the green showing us the below normal heights. And this one really picking up on the idea of more unsettled low than height conditions across the southern half of the UK, probably nearer normal towards the north. And I think what this would show us is that the southern half of the UK stays in these more unsettled, wetter conditions, at least during the early part of the week. Now, just looking into week 3 and week 4, so this is from the 12th through to the 25th of April. And what this one's showing us, look at change again. It's putting the lower than normal heights up towards the north, so low pressure up here, higher than normal down towards the south. It wants to try and return us back into a normal westerly pattern, but with more of a ridge building across the west of Europe. Now, what that would do then is it would tend to strengthen this compensatory trough across eastern parts of Europe, but would probably keep the west drier. So I think what we could be looking at is actually into these middle to the latter stages of April, is much of the country becoming dry, particularly across southern and eastern parts. Still quite wet perhaps through parts of Scotland, but a tendency for pressure to be building. And the CFS trying to show something similar. This is week 3. You notice again, look, it's got low than normal heights up towards the north, higher than normal down towards the south. There is the hint still, look, of a slight trough in here across central parts of Europe, but the idea generally that pressure is building. And then into week 4, doesn't see the effect of the high build as strong. Still has the ridge in the Atlantic, look, and it tries to put a ridge out to the out to the east here, and brings low pressure across the UK here. So, excuse me, the CFS definitely going for a more unsettled pattern to the JMA, and this is something we've got to watch, because this puts low confidence then in the forecast for this last part of April. I think we just need to keep a very, very careful watch on it. I have a suspicion that JMA may have got this one, so it may just be that The ridge builds across the south of the country. We have a west to west southwest flow. Northern and western areas become more unsettled. I'm just not sure the CFS has this one nailed just yet. But as always, we'll see what develops through the weekend. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Whatever you're doing, have a great day and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.